Subaru Solterra has always carried a confusing identity, a brand built on rugged, go-anywhere capability trapped inside an EV that, at first glance, looked like it was dressed for a photo call rather than a forest trail. The 2026 refresh does a lot to fix that awkward first impression. It's still recognizably a Solterra, but the update tightens the styling, sharpens the driving manners, and leans into the kind of practical improvements that matter to everyday owners. Visually, the 2026 model keeps the compact crossover silhouette intact but gives the face a new personality. The awkward blank grille is replaced by a belt-like trim that frames the Subaru badge and a new set of LED running lights that nod to the brand's star cluster motif. The result is less anonymous and more purposeful. Subaru without the generic showroom blandness. From certain angles, the car now has a measured confidence rather than the tentative, slightly apologetic stance of earlier models. Under the sheet metal, the changes are more than cosmetic. Subaru revised crash structures and the front subframe, swapped in more efficient electronics in the motors, and reworked suspension and steering mounts to improve feel. The tweak to the all-wheel drive software smooths torque distribution in corners so the car feels more composed without betraying Subaru's core mission: predictable, safe traction in adverse conditions. There's a tangible improvement in how the Solterra corners and settles at speed, though it remains tuned for stability and confidence over outright thrills. Performance numbers are modestly improved. The battery grows a touch and power increases in the standard dual-motor setup, while a punchier XT tune gives the upper trims a much meatier power delivery. On-road, acceleration is brisk enough to satisfy family buyers and daily commuters, but the Solterra never morphs into a track toy. That's not a criticism. The chassis balance and ride comfort are strong points, and the suspension does a fine job smoothing out rough backroads while keeping body control in check. Where the Solterra still shows its limits is charging speed and range relative to class leaders. The larger pack and efficiency tweaks push the expected range into the high 200s miles, which is competitive but not class-leading. Charging peaks at a moderate rate compared with the newest high-voltage systems, so long road trip stints will require a little more planning. On the bright side, Subaru embraced the common charging standard and improved onboard AC charging, practical moves that will save owners time and frustration in the long run. Inside the cabin, Subaru kept its oddball charm but made sensible updates: a much larger touchscreen, better ergonomics, practical storage solutions, and conveniences like wireless charging in sensible locations. Cargo dimensions are typical for the class and passenger space is comfortable. This is a family-focused crossover, not an adventure specialist. In short, the 2026 Solterra settles the identity crisis that plagued the first edition. It doesn't rewrite the rules of the EV game, but it makes Subaru's first honest EV more interesting, more usable, and closer to what loyal buyers wanted all along.